Today we're in front of another property of ours, Elk Clover. It's being demoed right now. We got to do some designing here.
We're gonna head inside and show you guys some of the design ins and outs of what our plans are for this property, so join us.
Let's go. So starting outside, we gotta start with the front of the house. Of course, this house is gonna need a full exterior repaint. In a neighborhood like this, we gotta get HOA approval right out of the gate and use HOA approved colors. So
not just for the paint, but also for the front landscaping. As you can kind of see here,
it's already dead.
The grass is a little bit dead, but it is has been 115 degrees outside. So that is to be expected on a construction job. So all of this is probably gonna get redesigned. Maybe we even go with turf up here in the front.
I think turf would be good out here. It's easy to maintain, it's evergreen, and it looks a lot more modern, so.
Definitely looks more modern.
Square this off, square this off so it's nice and square. Take all these old plants out, put new maybe river rock in the front with really nice green, more modern plants. I think that'd bring a lot. Yeah.
That'd look great. It's not a whole big yard in the front, so we can figure out something really nice.
House color, we really like the light base, like almost a white base, and then really dark gray trim around it. It's kind of that, what would you say, Spanish style almost? Possibly,
but I just like it the most, honestly.
Right.
That's just what I would do.
It looks so nice with big black exterior lights on it. Paint all the iron on the house black. That's gonna look really nice.
With new landscaping, we're probably gonna have to refinish this walkway too.
Yeah, what is all this?
There's a lot of like oil stains. This could be old, but this is probably from our construction guys right now. Working on their tools or something.
Oil or rust or something, but so that means we gotta refinish this entire courtyard.
To go along with the front courtyard and the front landscape, this gate's pretty much shot and rusted out. So we're gonna put a nice new modern gate here as well. Probably black metal.
There's gonna be a really big landscape job at this house. There's a lot of rock. There's a lot of plants that have to be, torn out and then replaced with new ones. Trees like this, although they're beautiful trees, they're kind of old school. They don't do a lot for the yard. So we're gonna have to take the trees out. We definitely need a healthy budget for landscape here.
Yeah, because it's not just front, it's courtyard, and then the backyard, luckily, we're not landscaping too much, but we're putting work in there.
Yeah, and there's two courtyards. We got this entire courtyard here, and then we got a whole courtyard through that walkway there. So
just go right ahead. Just go right ahead.
Yeah. Come over the pile.
Can you get around there?
Yeah.
This is cool though.
Yeah. So this is actually the way through the front door. So you have a little courtyard there, and then you come through another private courtyard.
And the whole house looks into this. So you have bedrooms, bedrooms upstairs, and living area and kitchen all looking into this green space. So we want to do something cool with it.
Yeah, with the formal front door here. So honestly, I don't hate some of these plants here. These are not bad.
They're not terrible.
This is kind of a cool plant here.
That one I like. I'd say we probably replace this one and do something maybe a little bit lower so you see around it, and do higher stuff on the outsides.
Yeah, and then of course taking all the red rock out and putting river rock in, like a gray and black river rock inside of here will bring it much more up to date. So cool. This is a cool little area.
It's a nice area. So walking in the front door, as you can see, and as you saw from our other video, the house is being demoed out right now. They're actually working on removing some of the walls and getting all this trash out of here so that we can come in here and design.
Yeah, so we're doing a lot of stuff here. First off, this entryway, we're opening this all the way up. So, this small dated area here, we try to always take the rounded corners out of the house. So as you can see, this is like a rounded arch here. We're gonna take that, square it off all the way to the ceiling. So it feels like this room's a lot larger. The ceilings are very tall, so that's gonna intertwine nicely.
Yeah, this room is huge. It's just kind of cut off really weirdly by that wall right there. So,
are we putting a slider in there?
Yeah, so now that this is open, right when you walk in the door, you see into this super, super tall, grand, I guess, room. And now you'll also see a collapsible slider going out to your pool straight from the front door. And that's one slider of two that we're putting in this house.
Yeah, that's gonna be super nice. Really high ceilings, probably 25, 30 foot ceilings in here. So this house is actually a very big house. This is 4,500 square feet. So
let's head to like the dining kitchen area, because that's getting in the other slider.
cool. So
And that's where we're gonna take some stuff down as well.
So once again, we had a bunch of arched hallways here. As you can see, they've already squared these off, taken them up as high as they can go.
This was very closed off. There was archways where you're standing and where I'm standing. So it's kind of like a weird labyrinth. And as you can see here, this wall is also coming out too.
So if you scoot all the way back to the edge of the room, we'll show you how much we're taking out of this space here. So from pretty much here, where the entry hallway is, we're already taken a lot out, but where Jesse's standing,
this whole wall is coming out, and as it is today, it is structural. So our contractor is putting a load-bearing beam across from where Landon's standing all the way to the edge of the house here, so that this area can be completely open.
right, so this wall is gonna come out. You can imagine how much bigger this entire space is gonna feel. And then these windows here, this entire wall will come out. The contractor will put another beam in across here, and we're gonna have like a 22-foot slider that's collapsible as well, right here from the kitchen, living room to the main pool deck area.
Yeah, so now this flows really nice. We have big kitchen, open to living area, and now we have like a dedicated dining area.
Yeah, so that'll be formal dining room.
That'll be formal dining. We're gonna leave the double doors and repurpose those behind the dining room. You don't always go out your dining room anyway, and put the massive slider here in the living room where you probably have more traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, with every big house that we do, all these luxury homes, we always try to figure out dedicated areas to each home. So right now we're standing into the dedicated, formal family room of the house. This is where the main TV wall will be, the main entertainment wall. And then we're creating a formal dining area there. That front room we were just in will be the formal office or formal living room area of the house. Seating area when you walk in.
But at least these main areas where you're going to spend a lot of your time, we put together, and we put all near everything where you want to be. You want to be right outside your pool. You want to be right inside to the kitchen.
And we're trying to open them up to each other as much as possible. These were all very closed off to one another. Now it's going to feel like one big space, one big entertainment space. So
now that we spun you around a little bit here, we're looking at the TV wall or the feature wall for the living room area.
Yep.
There was a lot of different layers to this wall, a hearth that came out. Everything gets demoed back flat, and what we actually end up with is a lot more space.
Yep.
So you can see, so not only are we going to make the wall more modern, we actually add footage to the room.
Yeah, and what was there before was a gas fireplace. So we take the gas fireplace out, cap the gas line off, and we're actually going to install an electric fireplace in there instead, which is kind of the new thing that we've been using. It's a little bit more modern, it's a little bit more user-friendly nowadays, not having to use a bunch of gas or turn the heat on. They're just nice to look at and create a nice ambiance for the room.
And we don't use the heat that much out here in Las Vegas. We get maybe
it's 120 out right now.
A couple weeks of winter that's pretty cold, but your heat is plenty sufficient enough to heat the house. You really don't need the fireplace.
Right.
So in this wall, the design of this wall, we're probably gonna end up keeping it fairly simple. We may do like a large mantle that runs the span of the wall, the LED fireplace below it, and just hang. We always actually furnish the houses with a TV, so hang like a big 75-inch TV here too for the homeowner.
So for the fireplace design, what we'll do is we'll get together, we'll look up a bunch of different ideas from house.com or wayfarer.com, and we'll really just put a nice picture together and copy it. And that's the easiest way to design, is find some inspiration from photos of what others have done from these websites or Google. It doesn't take a lot of work to do that, and you simply just find the material that matches that as easily as possible.
And the good part about doing that actually is that we can deliver that to our contractor, and there's no difference between what I'm envisioning and what he's envisioning. We have an actual picture that he can follow. So not only is the overall flow and the openness to the house important to us by taking walls down and making sure all those spaces are connected, but we actually want to try and use some of the materials in those spaces in other spaces so that as you walk through the house it feels cohesive.
Yeah, we don't want it to feel mismatched throughout the house with a bunch of different tile designs or a bunch of different materials. We really want to make it feel like everything just flows nicely and naturally, and everything was thought through, and just like Jesse said, it's cohesive.
That's actually a sign of a dated house.
People do it different.
That's a sign of a dated house, is like when one room is one way, another is another way, because that's what we call like homeowner upgraded.
Yeah.
Where like 1 year, honey, we'll do the kitchen, and then 2 years later, we do the dining room.
Yeah.
And they all look totally different styles, totally different colors. Looks super weird.
Cool.
We don't do that.
So we're doing some really creative stuff for the kitchen. Let's talk about the secret pantry-way and what we're doing with the doors.
Yeah. So the way that this kitchen was set up, honestly, wasn't very optimal for this space, in our opinion, because you really had a galley kitchen, which a galley kitchen is basically 2 walls. You have 2 sides, and you can kind of pass through it, but you only have one or the other wall for your storage, for your appliances, for everything you want in your kitchen. And so we really felt like what we needed in this kitchen was a 3rd wall, and we did not need another exit to the courtyard or to the outside of the house.
Yeah, the doors to the courtyards directly into the kitchen, it's kind of an odd feel. It alleviates the use of the front door to an extent. Why have these doors and the front door? So these are going to go completely, and we're going to turn this area here pretty much right where this wall joint is here into a secret pantry-way. And when we say secret pantry-way, we're gonna have a wall all the way across with cabinets, and the actual doors to the pantry are gonna look like cabinets from this side of the wall. So you don't even know that there's a pantry behind it until you open the cabinet and are able to walk through that cabinet door or cabinet box into the secret pantry. So it's gonna be really cool looking.
So this was our old pantry, which is basically just a small little corner with shelves. Instead, by taking these doors out, we're gonna have almost maybe like a 10 or 12 foot pantry run with lots of shelving and a bigger space to store stuff. Also completely hidden, which is a really cool design
Really
feature.
cool.
Also, we get that 3rd wall to then put appliances on, put more storage on, which I think this is right here centered on this 3rd wall is where we're gonna put our range.
Yeah, as you can see, the range was in the center of the island here. So you have the gas line, you have the electric from where the range was. It doesn't make a lot of sense to have it in the center of the room. You gotta have a big hood vent above it, and that kind of is a big blocky feature, more of a dated feature in homes that we see built, 15 to 20 years ago. Very high end, but super dated. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna take the gas line and put it right here in the middle of this wall, so that when you are looking at the kitchen from the front of the room, your main feature wall that you're looking at has a big 36-inch range in the middle of it with a hood vent over it. We're gonna backsplash that entire wall, put free hanging shelves on each side of it, and then you'll have the secret pantry doors after that.
Right. So it's gonna be overall pretty clean looking wall.
Yeah, very simple.
Plenty of storage on the other 2 walls that you already have. And behind it, of course.
So now that your focal point is the range wall with backsplash and shelving, over here, we're gonna have lowers all the way across, lots of cabinetry there, lots of counter space there, and then we're gonna have uppers as well in this area here. So those are your upper cabinetry, for cups and plates and everything that you'll be lacking on the back wall.
And that's where your sink and dishwasher will go.
Yeah.
On this side of the kitchen, we're actually taking the fridge, which was over there, we're gonna reposition it onto this wall, put a built-in microwave with cabinetry, our built-in fridge, and then over here probably do some lowers and maybe some more of those free hanging shelves.
Yeah.
And again, those are probably gonna be the same wood as those shelves, same wood as the mantle, so it all ties in together nicely.
Yep. And then, of course, we need our center island. Jesse and I, we love these waterfall center islands. It's fun because we get to choose the slabs that go on top of them. We always like to offset the slabs. And when I say that, on the surrounding countertops of the kitchen, we'll typically have a quartz countertop, more of a prefab quartz. It looks like marble. It's called a Calcutta quartz. But on the center island, we like to go to the granite shops and actually pick out, you know, natural granite slabs or natural marble slabs that they could cut and fabricate for the island. So it's really more of a art piece for the kitchen than anything else.
It's really unique, and I like the fact that we were able to open this wall up, which was a kind of a low archway, and it kind of made you feel like you had to shorten the island to keep it inside the kitchen. Now, from where that gas line is and where the end of that island is, we can bring it out probably another 2 to 3 feet, waterfall it on this edge, so that you see the waterfall in the rest of the house.
Yeah, and then when we say island, we're talking about an island that's going to be 9 to 10 feet long and 4 to 5 feet wide. So it's a very large island with cabinetry on both sides. So although we took probably 4 or 5 feet off the back side of the kitchen, we're not losing any storage space because we have plenty of lowers all the way around, cabinets in the island, uppers on this side, and a couple uppers on this side as well. So definitely no shortage of cabinetry here or storage space.
Not at all. So we pretty much covered the design for like the lower main areas, kitchen, living room, dining room. I think we should head up to the master bedroom, get a final design for there, and then maybe hit the backyard.
Yeah, let's check it out.
All right.
Cool, so as we're coming up the stairs, we have this old dated handrail. We're actually going to be replacing this as well. As you can see, it's kind of that old two-tone rounded spindle type railing. It's just an old look. Yeah. We got to replace it with something more modern. It's not cheap though. To replace these handrails, it's going to cost us between $9,000 and $12,000, and it's not a lot of railing. So, you know, you can imagine that we're going to go with something pretty high end here, something that really fits the space a lot better.
So we're walking right into the master right now, and again, just like downstairs, this was closed off with archways, closed off to the other spaces. So we're opening all of this up here so that it's a nice big open master suite.
Yeah, and you can see, if you look up here, kind of what we're talking about when it's arched. You can see where they've already taken off a lot of the soffits from the ceiling.
Yeah, the old paint lines you can see. So it really even brought the ceiling down low, brought the walls in closer.
And that's this feels a lot bigger. You know, you walk in, it's nice big square inch walkways, bigger hallways, wider hallways.
And even these are coming out.
All these are coming out?
Yeah, these are coming out.
Cool, so we're gonna have a formal master office room here.
Yeah, it's like a master retreat. You can have workout equipment, you can have an office, you can have like just another seating area for reading, whatever you want.
And what are we going to be doing on these walls here? Are we doing any custom trim work?
So on that rear wall, so right when you walk in, turn the corner, you see that rear wall, that's where we'll do some wood trim.
Okay, so we'll trim all the windows out with something really cool and creative.
It's a great,
that's gonna look really good.
It's a great little retreat with an awesome view.
Yeah. Yeah, look at the view out here. So those are the Summerlin Mountains. And then of course we're on Red Rock Country Club's golf course here. So we'll check it out from the balcony as well.
Pretty nice.
Now that we're in the master bedroom, you know, we have this divider wall between the retreat room and the actual master bedroom, where once again we're going to create a very high-end feeling, modernized, you know, fireplace entertainment wall. So this upstairs fireplace is going to come out, the gas fireplace comes out, and we're going to put a nice big 80-inch LED fireplace in, and we're probably going to do something, as we just discussed, that matches the downstairs fireplace wall almost exactly upstairs as well, so that it feels like everything's very cohesive.
Exactly.
You know, we're gonna, if you turn around here, let's take a look over here. The main bedroom wall of the master bedroom, just like we're doing in the retreat, we're gonna do a really cool wood trim feature along this entire back wall.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. And to make like a little tip for all the viewers out there, when we say the back wall, we always want to do the back wall so that if you follow me here, when you walk in the room, that's the first thing your eyes go to. They go to that farthest wall straight across from you. So when you walk in the door and you look in the retreat, they go to the end wall. When you walk in this room and look at the entire room, they go to the far wall. So if you ever want to accent a wall, choose the farthest one away, or usually the bed wall.
Yeah, and that's really cool. And then when we're talking about wood trim, this isn't an expensive upgrade. These are upgrades that we do in low income housing all the way up to these high end properties. So if you're looking for a way to really make the house, your flips feel ultra upgraded, we take a look at the wood trim walls that we're doing. All they're doing is taking a 3 to 5 inch baseboard with some cabinet backing, putting it on the wall, and really cool square features, really cool square designs, and they're just caulking it in and spraying it white. It's very cheap, not a lot of material being used, but it definitely makes the room feel super upgraded.
Yeah, just like one of the biggest decorations you could do into the room.
And we just started doing this just a couple months ago, and we have a lot of great reviews about doing that. We definitely think it's helped us sell homes a lot faster.
Absolutely. So into the master bath, just a few days ago, we were here taking a look at the progress in the demo, and it's a lot farther along today.
Definitely. We got a lot of the trash out of here. Still some on the floor in this room, but they're moving pretty quick on the demo work. This house is actually moving very fast.
What's really cool to see is this master closet that happened to be 2 separate closets, and if you remember the little vanity area that was right in the center, that kind of was pretty unuseful.
Yeah, look at how big this is going to be now. So this will be walled off.
These are actually going to move a little bit to make it more of like a big rectangle shape.
Nice, so these will come out.
Right, so then you really have a gigantic, long rectangle closet.
Way bigger, because you can imagine, you can see where the divider wall was here to start, and this is tight right here, so this was a small space. Now that it's opened up and these are moved out, we're going to be able to fit a lot more, closet cabinetry in here.
This wall can be storage now.
We're gonna have to do something really custom in this closet.
Yeah,
really.
And I love that we already have windows in it. It brings the light in the closet too.
And they're modern windows.
They're cool.
Nice, long, linear, modern windows. The block windows are dated, so I'm glad that that's in there already.
The master closet is gonna be really big, really awesome. Now that this is open, we had a bunch of trash and stuff, but now, like I mentioned before in that other video, we're gonna raise these windows up probably just about 12 inches.
So those come out?
Those come out, but a new window goes in.
Okay.
So it's just shorter. So it's from here up. So you still get the light, but then you have a counter that goes all the way across. So no more tiny
big vanity.
Yeah, instead of, this is $1.5 million, right? 2 million.
Right.
You don't want a tiny vanity in the master closet. So even though you'll still have the same area for your sink and your mirror, it's gonna feel much bigger.
Yeah, you'll have drawers and cabinetry right here, which is crucial. This, as you can see, from the plumbing and the water lines, this is where they had a big blocky bathtub. So we moved the big bathtub from the center of this to create the big vanity. And we're actually gonna put the bathtub back, but we're gonna put it back right here in this corner.
Exactly.
And then hang a nice chandelier above it. So this is gonna be a freestanding tub with a freestanding tub spout coming out of it right where I'm standing. And then where you're standing is in this new huge shower. So let's take a look at that.
Yeah, that actually had so much drywall and tile that wasted space in there. Now we opened it all up. We're gonna push the walls back. The shower got almost a foot or 2 feet in every direction bigger.
Jeez, yeah, get out of the shower and let us in it. We wanna show you how big this thing is. Me and Jesse, we like to get in showers together.
It's not our first time.
This ain't our first rodeo, but look at how big this shower is going to be. This thing is going to be awesome. And it's hard to see from probably a camera angle, but the walls are actually more of an octagon shape than they are a big round shower. So we'll actually be able to put huge 24-inch by 48-inch tiles along these walls, and it's gonna look awesome. How many shower heads are we gonna have in here?
So the initial plan was, since it's kind of rounded, maybe put something in the center, like a center rain head.
A big rain head.
And then obviously have like 2 his and hers sides, which would have a main shower head and a couple of body sprays underneath.
Okay.
So maybe 4 body sprays each, 2 shower heads each, and a rain head. So somewhere around
that's
total
4,
10.
8, 9, 10, 11. 11 rain heads. And that's gonna be insane. It's gonna feel like you're just standing under a waterfall pretty much.
It's gonna be awesome.
Wow, can't wait to show you guys this one when it's done. So laundry's upstairs in this house, which is a nice upgrade, at least for the master bedroom being right there. Super convenient. looks like we're gonna be putting a lot of cabinetry back into it, making it really nice. So laundry upstairs is always an upgrade, or at least as close as it can be to the master bedroom is always an upgrade.
And so as we walk through here, this second story, one thing we're coming across right now is basically it's our 6th bedroom in this house. And this bedroom doesn't have a bathroom. It just has a closet. Every other bedroom has its own bathroom. But really what we're lacking in this house is like a loft space. So as soon as you get up those stairs, you can either go into the master, come down the hallway, and just go into room. That's really it. There's nowhere to like hang out up here on the 2nd level.
And this hallway feels a little bit closed off.
Right.
So what we've decided to do, right, is take it from that doorway there all the way up to the ceiling.
Probably all the way to here.
Oh, all the way to the end of the closet.
This is closet.
Oh, wow.
So we'll open this all the way to where Landon's
to
standing.
right here. So this is going to be a big open loft now. So as you're walking down this hallway, it's going to actually make this upstairs feel a lot bigger.
Yeah, I agree.
And
it opens right up to your balcony. You're going to be able to see out from here.
So there'll be an office, kids' room, playroom, whatever it is. That's going to be a really nice area of the house. Without having a bathroom, it's really unneeded.
Right. We don't feel like it's a huge sacrifice getting rid of that 1 bedroom. We already have 5.
Right. Cool. So other opposite side of the house, it's nice. These are actually away from the master bedroom, which is always nice for the family. We got another bedroom with its own kind of Jack and Jill style bathroom here. Nice sized bedrooms. We have one more right behind you. Does this one have a bathroom as well?
Yeah, that shares. Or is that bathroom?
It does.
Right, okay.
Nice. So this is a bedroom with its own bath.
So that's what he's doing. He's walling that off. So that bed has its bath.
Okay.
This bed has its
So that won't even be Jack and Jill
it's
style.
actually not Jack and Jill
Nice.
anymore. Yeah.
So you got ensuite, 2 more ensuite bedrooms upstairs.
1 with a balcony. 2 balconies.
Yeah, 1 with a balcony. Let's check out the balcony. This could be a cool view.
That's 1, and then there's another one.
So you can't probably see it on camera, but from a distance here, we could actually see the strip. Almost a full strip view, actually. It's kind of cool.
There's kind of a weird rock area like right next to this neighborhood, but overall, it's not like it's industrial. It's not like there's a power plant there. It's not like there's anything that's really adverse to being next to it. Actually, what it allows you to do is be on a quieter street.
Right,
because
there's not another house there.
Exactly.
I like that. This is a cool balcony. If
is.
you're the child of this house, this is the room you want to get.
Backyard, okay.
Dude, I don't know. I mean, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and
This is like one of my biggest worrisome backyards that we own because it's all concrete.
I know, it feels plain, but if you think about what it is, I mean, it is a very big, you know, not a dated pool at all. It's a very large pool with a deck.
It's almost a lap pool.
You know, it's super nice.
It's that big.
We're gonna have a really good looking covered patio because we're gonna have a huge slider from the family room. These double doors are gonna be redone. The home's gonna be painted.
Another slider over here.
Another slider over here. I honestly don't think that we have to go as far as we wanted to go on this back deck. I'm thinking that we could just repaint the deck, repaint the pool surround, you know, definitely we need some landscape back here, but I don't think we need to chop up a bunch of concrete and do a bunch of crazy stuff.
That was our initial plan, was to kind of take like almost every other one of these out and do some turf, so you bring some green into the backyard. Maybe we could still do one little area.
Yeah.
Because the slider's going here. This landscape's got to go. So we're going to have to pour that area or something. And I know we planned on like retiling the pool and doing, honestly, at one point we were going to cut the pool in half.
Yeah.
We were going to shrink it so that we had more yard space, but that's way over the top.
Yeah, I don't know if we could even fit that within our budget. I think that we'd look for your guys' opinion on this one, honestly. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think that we need to do, you know, looking at this backyard, do we have to go over the top with what we just explained we're doing to the interior of the house? Do you think that with, you know, this being new and upgraded, you know, we'll refinish it, we'll repaint it. Do we have to do much more than that? I mean, take a good look at it and let us know what you think we have to do.
Sure. It's not a small yard. I don't know if they can see that on camera, but like this pool is probably 50 feet long.
It's a huge pool. It's a lot of yard.
And you have covered area for at least a table or 2 tables. You have a gas stub where you could build a barbecue over on that side. You have an area to put lounge chairs or do whatever you want with. It is a good size yard, even though the pool takes up a lot of it.
The kids love the pool. You know, that's what the yard is meant for. Is
I
a
would
big
love this pool.
So, you know, we even got the old slide there from what the kids use.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to get rid of that though.
The slide?
Yeah.
No, I want to keep it. We got to come down and slide down it at least one time.
That would be fun.
Yeah, I want your guys' opinion on this backyard. Honestly, Jesse and I have been going back and forth about it for the last couple weeks since we bought this house. We have plenty of time to make decisions on the backyard, but let's leave it up to them.
Yeah, what do you guys think? Should we go all out backyard, or should we just kind of, I guess, call it like...
Make it nice.
Make it nice,
We're not saying, cut corners on it, but do we have to chop up?
A dialed back job.
Dialed back.
Yeah.
You let us know.
And we'll do it. Maybe. All right, guys, thanks for following along as we detailed some of our designs and our plans for the Elk Clover house. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can follow this project all the way along, and drop us any comments. If you're a rehabber or you're a flipper or you just want to ask questions about what we're doing here, drop us a comment below.
And until then, we'll see you on the flip side.